Hi, I'm Anita of Magic and I podcast, and wherever you are in the world, I hope that you're having the most fabulous day, honey, because I am still on cloud nine about Harry's victory, how Harry the dragon has slayed. Okay, so I am on cloud nine and I'm still reveling in that victory, and I am so proud of Harry that he got a apology for his mom, and I know Diana, Princess Diana, one of the world's most beautiful women, kind-hearted person, is smiling down from heaven and saying, "Well done, my son." To me, that is the most important thing in all of this. It really touched my heart that this young man, Diana's son, and I'm almost like, I don't want to be too emotional, was able to get a victory for her. Her son was able to get a victory after all these years. I think she's gone over 25 years now. And her son was able to get a victory for her, to acknowledge that what they did to her wasn't a fiction of her imagination, but what she was experiencing, how they dismissed her as being paranoid, was actually not true. Was what she was experiencing was real, and he got a victory for her. So I am so proud of Harry for that. And a lot of people may be asking, why are we supporting the Sussexes like that? Why are we supporting Harry like that? It's a really big picture. As a child, I remember Princess Diana. In my head, she was the image of kindness, of humility, of grace in my head. And I see Harry through her. Okay? So it's a bigger picture for me. It's a bigger picture for me. And I'm just so happy for Harry and Meghan that they've been vindicated, and all their lawsuits that they have filed has been justified, and they have won a significant amount of their lawsuits. And it just shows, when you have tenacity and you believe in something, that you cannot give up on it, and you should pursue whatever you believe, that you have whatever conviction that you have, and you feel like, whether you've been wronged or whether you have some goals in your life that you want to pursue, you have to go after them regardless of what. And that is what Harry has done. And one of the other things that I feel like, the battle has been won, but the war is not over, because what Harry is saying is that he has a dossier and he would like to turn it over to the Met Police, and for there to be further investigation into Rebecca Brooks and the unlawfulness that was going on at Rupert Murdoch's publications. And we have the Sun today that is still publishing articles, that has shows on YouTube and in different places, that are still berating the Sussexes. Recently, we had Jeremy Clarkson writing a very derogative piece of article on Meghan, and we have these reporters from the Sun that is still at it. They're still going after the Sussexes, and though Rupert Murdoch has been hit in the pocket and has been humiliated publicly, I still feel that there should be further investigation. These people that are still out there at the helm of different companies out there, publication companies like Rebecca Brooks, this guy that works for the Washington Post, they should not be in those positions. They should be ostracized. They should be fired for their wrongdoings. And as I said, Harry said the war is not over, and he wants the Met Police to pursue what has happened to him, because it's actually criminal. When you think about it, it is criminal, unlawful. It didn't say lawful, it said unlawful. So what has happened to Harry is definitely criminal, and somebody has to pay. Somebody, whether it's financially by losing their jobs and their position in life or in their company, or whether it's jail time, but somebody has to pay. You don't get away with retrieving somebody's medical record, something that is so personal about them, that that has all their information, their medical history. You don't get away with taking things like that, as Harry has claimed, and and get away with that. You don't get to listen on people's private conversation that was intended to be between two individuals, and get away with that. That is such an invasion of privacy. It's like you're thinking that you're in your house alone, you're going about your business, between your walls, you're secure, and while somebody else is looking in on you while you're in your home. Think about that, people. Think about that, to the people who hate Harry and Meghan and think that Harry's pursuit for justice was unjustified. Just think about that. Think about it. Think about your moments when you don't want people to see you, to know what you're saying, but yet they have the ability to tap in anytime they want to on those personal moments that you don't want anybody to know about. That is exactly what happened to Harry. And there is no excuse. There is no, I want absolutely no explanation from anybody about about what Harry did, or whether he offended this person or offended that person. If the royal family didn't want to do it, that is their business. Harry has his own autonomy, and if he feels this is what his heart conviction is, then by all means, he's an individual person. He's not attached to anybody. He has free will, right? So if he feels this is something that he has to do, he shouldn't have to have consent to do it. Okay? So I'm just happy. It takes a special kind of person to put truth to power like this, to risk it all like this on the line and go after Rupert Murdoch, a big conglomerate, a billionaire with and all their minions that they have around the world, firing darts at you, hit pieces one after the other, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. They are doing that to this young man. And yet he did not waver. He stood the test of time. He put truth to power and he made them yield. Okay? He brought them to their knees and they had to apologize. And I think they did not apologize for any illegal action. So that is where the Met Police comes in. This is where they should come in and and investigate. But I don't want to be cynical here, but I believe that at the end of the day, and I don't even know how to put it without accusing people of anything. But I'm not holding my breath. Let me just put it that way. I'm not holding my breath that the Met Police, the most corrupt police organization in the world, remember how they had conversations going on in the background, um, talking about Harry and Meghan in such derogative way, showing images of Harry and Meghan that are unflattering, or um, sort of like, I would say, depicting them. I wanted the word that I want to use, trying to depict them in racist with racist cartoons. So I'm not holding my breath for the Met Police to do anything. We've seen it all. I'm not holding my breath. We've seen where, um, many situations that came up where the Met Police is certainly anti Harry and Meghan. I've seen it, and that's my opinion. Okay, so I'm not holding my breath, but I'm going to hold on to this victory. I am grateful for it. I'm grateful that he got an apology for his mother. And to me, that is everything. And Charles Spencer put out a statement and praising Harry, essentially saying that it's a person like Harry that have the tenacity, really, to go after a big company, and powerful people like Rupert Murdoch and his clan, literally, So, yes, Harry the hero. Harry is truly a hero in so many ways. Walking away from England, walking away from the royal family, standing up for something, because if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. And you have to have conviction in life. You have to have something that you stand on, which sort of like anchors you and decide which direction that you go in life. And I'm just so happy, and the world cannot stop talking about Harry's victory and what he has achieved, which is monumental. Yes, he has gotten the settlement, but I think somebody reminded me yesterday in one of the comments, and I read your comments. Okay, I may not have time to respond to all of them, but I sometimes I take some time and I glance through them, making sure that I'm hearing the consensus in the fandom. So somebody talked about, it's not about the money, we shouldn't make it about the money. Yes, the money is important, because at the end of the day he has to pay his attorney's fees. Okay, so it is important, and the sum, the amount, is important, because the amount tells us exactly how much that they were willing to pay to make the story go away. But at the end of the day, I think there's some truth to what the comment or the commenter was saying, that it is not about the money in some sense. What I think here is the biggest thing here is the apology, and accepting that there was wrongdoing by the people and them that worked for them, and that the son today, yes, the news of the world is gone. So there's no finger pointing, and whoever is working in there, we can say, okay, this person needs to be gone, or this needs to be shut. But the fact is, the sun is still operating. It is still operating. And for them to admit that the son was involved in illegal activities, to me, that is big. It is very big. And I'm sure the people in them that are working there, I would like to believe that they're walking around with their heads down. But knowing the British media, knowing their track record, I would like to believe that. But there's some side of me that is telling me maybe that is wishful thinking on my part, because the way that these people have conducted themselves, the way that they have behaved over time, it tells me that they are ruthless, heartless, and they're not conscientious. So I would like to believe that this is how they should feel. A decent person would feel that way. But I haven't seen decency from this lot, this group of people. I haven't seen decency from them. But I'm going to take that victory. I'm going to continue reveling in it. I On my next video, I want to bring Harry's statement, and I want to also bring NGN's statement as well. So I will bring these two statements, and I'll be able to look at them and contrast them, or maybe I will do a Harry statement and then look at NGN statement, because they're quite lengthy. But there's this, if you guys are interested in Harry statement, it's there. I'll try to post it on the community page later on in the day. Although I'm very, very, very busy, I come home, and I come home like around after 8 at night now for this week. But soon I will go back to normalcy, where school will resume again. And I'll have some time on my hand to really dive deep. And I want to do a live with you guys. I miss you guys. I want to start that back over again, the Sunday lives. So that is something I really, I'm aiming to do at least this Sunday, so we could just have a celebration. I think it's warranted at this point. Okay. So anyways, I have to go. I'll see you guys. Love each and every one of you guys. And thanks for supporting Harry and Meghan. And the Sussex family in general. This is much bigger than Harry and Meghan. To me, it's a fight for everybody, and most importantly, it was a fight for Diana, Princess Diana. It was a fight for Princess Diana. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because I just remember everybody in my family when I was growing up as a child knew who Princess Diana was, and everybody, and they really loved her. They really loved her. She was adored and admired globally. And to hear vindication came for her, yes, it is certainly a beautiful thing. Absolutely a beautiful thing indeed. Hmm. So, anyways, people, love each and every one of you guys. See you guys on the next one. Bye. Take care and be safe. And always stand up for what you believe in, even though it is not the popular thing, even though you might be ridiculed for it. But stand your ground. Stand your ground. Or live in your truth. Absolutely. Take care. Bye.